metaphorical flowers over your podcast.
Now you can listen to yourself while you walk your dog.
I'm here to represent the women. How many episodes have you done? Like 12? 14?
No, I've done more episodes, but I haven't published all of them.
But it's all blokes, right?
Yes.
So, like in a general comedy lineup, I am the token woman of the podcast now.
Token, do you? Yeah, yes.
The side dish.
Yeah, exactly.
My friend took her husband to go to a female-only lineup gig recently.
What kind of gig? Music?
No, it was a comedy show.
Oh, was it good?
Well, yeah, I wasn't at the show, but yeah, apparently it was very good, very funny. And he's very kind of Flemish, Belgian. And afterwards he said, yeah, it was really good, yeah, but where was the meat, essentially?
What do you mean?
He thinks that women are side dishes, so...
Well, it's going to be one of those podcasts.
But, you know, Belgium...
Belgium, yes.
The best thing about Belgium is the side dish. It's the frit. Is it not?
It depends where you eat it, because in Brussels it sucks.
What, the frit?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the one I go to, Georgette, I think it's
well,
called.
they all suck, because it's first of all, it's expensive. Second of all, they don't have the sauces they need. Third of all, they don't have the side dishes.
Okay, so what's your winning combo?
Well, I just Flanders, go to Flanders.
Yeah,
and
so what do they provide?
First, sauce.
Being?
Like, you have like more sauces, like 20, 25 sauces, 30 sauces you can choose from.
But you don't put them all on the chips, do
No,
you?
but
Which one do you choose?
I'm very classic. I use mayonnaise and curry ketchup.
Okay.
Have you ever had curry ketchup?
Yes.
Yes, you like it?
Yeah, I like all sauce, to be honest.
Well, this is Pearl.
Oh, sorry.
Pearl is from the UK, as you can hear.
Yeah.
Hold on. How many years ago did you move to Brussels, and why? What happened?
I've been in Brussels for 6 years.
What happened?
Well, it coincided...
If you want to talk about it.
I'll talk about some of it, you know.
Okay.
I don't want to give away all my secrets,
right.
but it coincided with Brexit, but that wasn't the reason. I grew up in the same town in the UK for my whole life. And
which is?
A place called Swindon.
Nobody knows.
It's near Bristol. Some people know it from The Office, the English version of The Office, because they get shut down because of The Office in Swindon. Anyway, it's famous for its magic roundabout. There's a giant roundabout with 5 small roundabouts.
Okay, so it's a bullshit city. If it's famous for this roundabout, it's a bad city.
I don't think of the other things. XTC, the band XTC are from Swindon.
I don't know XTC.
Making Plans
Punk?
for Nigel. Yeah, kind of. Very famous in the 80s.
Okay.
What else? Yeah, that's about it. People live there so that they can commute to more interesting places that are close by.
Oh, okay. So it's a proxy city.
It's not even a city.
A proxy town.
Yeah.
County.
Yeah, it's
Street.
Wiltshire. Wiltshire is the county.
Wiltshire.
Yeah.
Okay, so you moved to Brussels, and then now you are doing whatever.
Yeah.
You're playing bass and doing stand-up.
Yeah, so...
You do more music than stand-up, right?
I've only been doing stand-up for about 1.5 years.
All right.
And but I'm not a novice to the stage or being a show-off. I've been in a band since I was 14. So almost 30
always
years.
bass?
Yeah, no, not always bass. I was in an all-girl punk band when I was 14, and we were called Uncle Ernie, and it was me, my best friend Zoe on the drums, and we got her...
What did you play then?
I played guitar.
So you do know how to play guitar?
Yeah, I play chords, but when you're in a punk band, you only need to know 3 chords.
You mean power chords?
Yeah.
Did you even play power chords?
Yes, yeah.
Just power chords, and I'm just screaming into the mic.
Bar chords I learned how to play because when everyone was into like the Spice Girls and Take That, I was listening to Nirvana, and I learned how to play bar chords listening to Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Did you listen to Nirvana when they were alive? Yeah.
Yes, I
That's
remember
nice.
the day he died.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't because I wasn't alive.
Well, should I tell you about it?
No, I like Nirvana a lot.
Yeah, I never went to see them live. I never got to see them live, but I was a massive fan. Anyway.
Did you manage to see somebody live that died?
Oh. No, not that I can think of at the moment. I never saw Prince. I never saw... maybe something will spring to mind, but no. Someone that I'd wish I'd seen, like, before they popped their clogs. No, I don't think so.
What about... No, I don't know. You listen more to punk, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
What happened?
I got sober.
What is it?
That's what happened.
what?
The punk evaporated from my body.
So if you don't drink, you don't listen to punk?
Yeah, I do listen. I listen to everything, really. I mean,
oh no, you're one of those people? You also listen to everything on the radio?
Actually, I can't stand the noise of the radio. It's too overstimulating. I can't bear it.
What do you mean overstimulating?
Oh, when the radio's on.
When the commercial talks?
Yeah, when the radio's on in the background or on in the car, I can't handle it. Even if it's a song that I love, it's just...
You don't like to listen to music in the car?
Not especially because I'm normally rabbiting on or concentrating on something else. So
you don't like to listen to music, period.
I do. It depends on the mood.
Okay, all right. I have my sister-in-law's car, and I don't have my music plugged in, so I'm listening to the radio, and it's horrible. First of all, I forgot about they have commercials.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
You're listening to people talk. And by the time I find something nice, it's already ending. The song is already ending.
Yeah.
And then they tell me about the traffic, and I'm like, I don't care.
And then of course, my first language isn't French, and so even that's overstimulating because I'm kind of trying to listen and know what they're saying. Do you speak French? You must do.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like to speak.
I didn't ask.
I just answered the way I want. I don't like to speak French because I feel so like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't like it. I have to. I'll do it.
Why is it weird? Oh, what's your first language? Turkish?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
Turkish.
Then what?
Well, the thing is, I grew up in Belgium, but I grew up by my parents' hands. So I learned Turkish and then Dutch at school. Mm-hmm. I think Dutch was my best language. But now English is kind of like my main language.
Mm-hmm. You're using that
way more. The language I think in, the writing is always in English.
Yeah. Is it? The way you think is in English?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, well, Dutch and English isn't that
Well, you say that, but oh
apart.
My God. I cannot get to grips with Dutch at all. I mean, my son comes home from school with his Dutch homework, and it's just like a load of Scrabble letters.
Why do you care about his homework? Just let him figure it out. He'll be responsible faster.
He does figure it out. I'm just trying to learn alongside him. I'm trying to improve myself, but it's just making me feel more stupid because it's just like, it's like a foreign language.
Yes, that's how it works. That's how it works. You speak English, that's fine.
I speak English, and as soon as people see me, they automatically speak English because they want to practice their English with me. So the only people really I speak French with
is arrogant pieces of shit.
Rashid at the corner shop.
Oh, the store.
So now I kind of speak French with a Moroccan accent, I think.
Well, that's more local than you can get.
Yeah, in my quartier, that's what goes down. And so I mean, I teach English as a foreign language.
Oh yeah, that must be. How is that?
Soul destroying.
Is it bad?
Oh, listen.
Do you try to fix people's accents, or did you give up?
Oh no, we do a lot of work on accents. Yeah.
Did you give them the UK accent or the
Well,
American?
I kind of ask them because a lot of people already have quite a good level of English because they listen to music, watch movies.
Listening to music is not going to help you practice English.
You'd be surprised.
Music?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of music that's in English, isn't there? That people listen to here. Whereas in England, we don't have a European palette of music. We've got our own music.
Yes. Which we listen to as well.
Exactly.
It's so stupid. We listen to like music mainly made in two countries. United States and UK. I know Canada, but who gives a fuck?
But why? Oh, that's the name of the podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, the Who Gives a Fuck
Yeah,
podcast.
So at the moment it's Who Gives a Fuck about Canadian music.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of people that do.
Yes,
What's
but
a famous Canadian band?
there we go.
I don't have an encyclopedic
For me,
knowledge of any of
the
this,
English bands are always the best.
Best, yeah. I thought that's what you're going to say. Yeah.
If I look at it, they're always like all my favorite bands, except for Nirvana.
Go on then.
And Chris Cornell.
Who are your favourite English bands or British bands? I'll tell you if I've seen
Zeppelin.
them. All right, Led Zeppelin. I saw...
you saw them live?
No, I saw Robert Plant. I've seen him perform.
What? Oh, yeah. Do they still perform?
He does. I don't know about the whole band, but I saw him at Reading Festival.
What does he do? Sing his songs?
Some of the old favourites and new stuff that he's recording.
Who's drumming?
I don't know.
I want to know.
Don't ask me any questions that I can't answer. I'm just going to be most of them.
Okay.
Other English bands that you like? Come on.
I like the Sex Pistols. I like the Ramones. I like the Stones. Rolling Stones.
I met Ronnie Wood once.
Who's that? That's the Stone
guy? The
guy?
guitarist from the Rolling Stones. The little guy with the dark hair. Okay. Ronnie Wood.
Okay, you get Keith Richards.
Yeah.
And I get the other one.
And Ronnie Wood. And I was in...
Bad with names.
I was in Piccadilly Circus and I was at a crossing and Ronnie Wood was next to me. And wow. I do this thing when I meet famous people, which is just so ridiculous. I just basically tell them their own name and I say, oh, you're Ronnie Wood.
That's not ridiculous.
And he went...
What are you going to say? Hey, what's your name, sir? What are you going to say? Nice to meet you.
I was just like really shocked to see him. I said, oh, you're Ronnie Wood. And he went, duh. And then just walked across the crossing. I thought, fucking hell.
That's funny.
That was wonderful. That was great.
That's funny.
I met Stromae recently.
You what?
I met Stromae recently.
Okay.
Do
you care when you meet people like that? I really don't like to care.
I liked meeting Stromae. It was quite an interesting experience because...
What do you mean? You saw them and then that's it?
Well, I'll tell you what happened. You ready? So I was at this museum called the Mima. Do you know it? It's just closed down, but it's an amazing museum by the canal. And I was with my son who lives in London. He was visiting. And we rode our bikes there because you get in free if you ride your bikes. And we were just locking our bikes up and Stromae was walking down the street. And I did my thing. I went, oh, you're Stromae.
What did he say?
Actually, I think I might have said bonjour. I think I spoke in French to him.
Right. Wow. You spoke,
I made the effort.
You spoke French fluently.
Bonjour to a Stromae. And I said, he asked me in French, where's the entrance to the museum? And so I told him.
Just make sure that we're recording it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I told him where the entrance was to the museum. And I said, oh, shit, to my son Felix. I said, fucking hell, he's going to think we're following him now because we're going into the same museum. Oh, wow. And it was just opening. It was first thing in the morning. And I said to him, hey, can I have a photograph with you? And he said, oh, I'm really sorry. I'm with my wife and my child. And I'd kind of want to have like a private day.
Yes.
So, of course, I wanted to fucking die. Anyway, we followed him into the museum. And I wanted to say...
You're fangirling.
We were coming in here anyway, Stromae, honestly. And so it was just me, my son, Stromae, his wife, and his son in the gallery. That was it. Nobody else.
All right. So how do you feel now? Different?
Well, we went around the whole thing. Afterwards, I had a little chat with him. I said, oh, do you like the exhibition? It was like a street artist. And he's like, yeah, I love his work and I want to collaborate with him and stuff like that. And then he said, come on, let's have a photo. And I was like, oh, I just held out. You got what you want. For the long
run.
Yeah. So anyway, me and my son got back on our bikes and we were pedaling down the canal.
Oh, the story isn't over yet.
No, because something else and we ran him over. No. And we were pedaling down the canal. And I was like, fucking hell, we just met Stromae. Yeah, everyone else in my house that didn't want to come to the museum, they're going to regret it. Can't wait to go back and say, guess who we met? Right. On an absolute high. And I was like, how are we going to reconcile this? I need to, like, calm down. And no sooner had I said that, there was gunshots.
Oh.
And police ahead of us, and people running towards us saying, get back, there's like gunfire.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm not kidding.
That is exciting. I would be excited about that than meeting Stromae.
I did a 180 on my bike and just pedaled so fast. And didn't even look back to see if my son was there. He's 22, by the way. He's not like a kid.
Not like 3 years old. Like, all right, son, I'm sorry. Mother instinct. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I can make one of you again, but I can't make myself again.
Yeah, put your own oxygen mask on.
Yes.
And pedaled down the street. Didn't even know where I was going. We just like cycled full pelt. Ended up in a side street. And I was shaking. And my son was like, oh, Mum, it's all right. Yeah, okay. I was like, yeah, I just need to calm down. He went, but we met Stromae.
All right. At least you will never forget it.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever met anyone famous?
No, I don't know. I think I've seen Greta Thunberg one time in the streets.
Yeah.
Someone told me and I was like, oh, wow. And then I just walked.
Do you think, right.
I don't like to bother people that are, I think it's annoying.
Yeah, I kind of get this sort of verbal like Tourette's thing where it's like, why would you just go over to someone and say, oh, hi, you're Stromae, can I have a picture? It's just a really shitty thing to do.
Yeah, I would just, I don't know. I don't get, I would like, if I would meet somebody that I really appreciate, I'm like, I would say, hey, I like your work, appreciate it, and that was it. I think that's not always nice to hear. Yeah. And I would just disappear.
Okay.
Because I'm not
gonna
hang. Because this happened to me.
Someone asked you for your autograph?
Someone took a picture with me. I'm like, why?
Oh, right. Someone actually really did do this to you. Okay.
Look, I'm going to send it to my husband because we saw you at some of your shows. I'm like, all right. They don't even know my name.
Oh, that's cool. That's all right.
Yeah, it was weird.
It made you feel weird?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I hate is in the metro.
What, when people photograph you?
No, they know me and then they come to me.
Yeah.
And then they say, like, I've seen your show. I'm like, all right. And then they just stand there. Because you still have to go to where you have to go. And then it's awkward. I'm like, all right.
It's the price you have to pay.
It's never the people that I want to meet. It's never like a, hey, hi. It's never like, it's never that. It's never that.
So if you could bump into anyone, I mean, who would it be?
Even dead?
Let's start with alive.
Huh. Some of my friends, so I can have a chat,
No, a famous person.
Famous people.
Yeah, famous person.
Why don't you go first?
I've already met loads of famous people. You haven't.
Jack White?
Jack White.
He's the one.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't want to talk. I want to, I would rather, I'm like, hey, can you? I would just give him the guitar. I'm like, I want to see stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't know them for the person they are. I would know them for.
I get the impression he
Donald
might be
Trump.
A bit private. Really, Donald
Yes,
Trump.
that would be funny.
Oh, God.
That would be funny. I would try to talk shit with him.
Like what?
I don't know. Just lead the conversation where he wants to go. I'm like, yeah. Just to be yes, man. Yes.
You could offer him a spot at one of your shows.
Oh yes, you will take. He doesn't need it. Mm-hmm. He doesn't need to. He's a perfect comedian.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's perfect.
Yeah.
I was talking at my job. I was like, how can I invest in media? Because it's going ham these days, right? Mm-hmm. It's perfect. Mm-hmm. That person, okay, maybe not the best politically correct, but that's the most fun and exciting, right?
Can be, yeah. Yeah, it can be.
What about, let me see.
Jack White.
But I don't.
When I met Jack White.
You met Jack White? That's the last one that is alive that I want to see, because the other ones are all dead.
I've been in the same room as him. So I went to see Jack White play at Forêt, I think it was, and it was the first ever live show I went to sober. When I got sober, like 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, how long? You're
nearly 4 years sober.
4 years.
Yeah, and his was the first gig I went to, and I was really.
Was it bad?
No, oh my God! Do you know what? It was absolutely amazing. And I was dreading it. I was thinking, oh my God, I can't drink. I'm going to miss out. And
I think it's rather the opposite, because you'll be seeing things more.
It was the total opposite. And if anyone had told me that before, I wouldn't have believed them. But it was the best gig I've been to, because I wasn't queuing up for drinks and getting wasted and not remembering any of it. And I'd started playing the bass and I was really into it. He's got an amazing bass player. Don't ask me his name. And the whole show was just epic.
Yeah, that's the last guy I can see, I guess. Because the other ones are done. And I feel so it's unlucky.
What's unlucky?
That all the people that I really like are either dead or done playing. I was getting into Chris Cornell and he killed himself. I'm like, come on, man.
It's the legends, isn't it?
God damn it. Yeah. So Jack White is the last guy, because I think that he's dead.
He's got, you know, he wanted to be like an evangelist. And you can hear it when he's talking and the way he sings. He sounds like a preacher.
Yes, but that's his style.
He's amazing.
Just talking.
Yeah.
It's a story. It's great. It's not like, okay, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this again, and then I will do this crazy thing, and I will put this. You know, it's just rambling all.
Well, I wouldn't say it was rambling. It was like...
Ranting. But
ranting. It was like a tour de force. It was like so bizarre. And I was like, well, I'll sign up for this. Whatever is going on, I'm in it. Like.
Yeah. I want to see him again. I've never seen him, so I want to see him. But I'm really bad with concerts. I hate concerts.
What about festivals?
I hate it.
Well, because you don't like roughing it?
No, because I don't get it.
Have you ever been to a festival?
Yes.
And you didn't enjoy it?
Not as much as other people did.
Why do you think that is?
I'd like to play myself.
You want to play yourself?
Yes. And I see them, I'm like, oh shit, I want to, you know, I feel
I
don't want to consume, I want to produce.
Okay. You're not in a band though, are you?
No.
Okay.
I wish, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to play in front of people necessarily. I just want to play with people. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I like the music for the art it is, but I play my guitar because I'm in my quiet alone time. That's I like to create music. It's nice. It's just a way of, I don't know. But festivals and stuff, I don't find it. First of all, I don't want to see the people that come up. You know what I mean?
Hang on, the acts on the stage, or you don't want to see the other festival goers?
No, but that well, I don't care about those people either. But I would like, who am I going to see? Who am I going to see? Plus, if I want to see like festival, let's say Jack White comes to Rock White, right? He's going to play 4 songs and he's gone.
No, why do you think
6 songs.
No.
If I go to a concert where there's a proper setting and he has the equipment already set up.
They do that. What you on about?
Yeah, but it's too much people. I'm like, I'm not going to be, you know. How many people was it in Jack White when you saw him?
Oh, I don't know what the capacity is there.
Small
a few
room.
thousand.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it was nice. But he played, I can't remember, it was a smaller stage at Glastonbury last year or the year before.
Yeah.
And he had everything all set up and he did a full show.
That's what I want to see.
We'll go to Glastonbury.
Yes, I'll do that.
Brilliant there.
I'll do that.
Yeah. I've performed there a couple of times.
Nice.
Not doing music though.
What did you do then?
I was in the cabaret tent and I did 2 shows. The first year I went, it was a show called The Bride Who Shagged Me. And it was a...
So you're acting?
No, it was kind of erotic poetry.
Okay.
And I was with my friend.
Erotic poetry.
It was. So my friend wrote a book of erotic poetry. And what we did was we turned it into a show. So we put all of her poetry into a context. So the context was she was a bride and I was her bridesmaid. And she ditched her husband at the altar and we ran off to Glastonbury to escape him. So she was dressed in a wedding dress and I was a bridesmaid.
And how many people come see this?
Oh, in the tent there's probably about 300-400 people.
Oh, nice.
And we performed every day. And we also had to compare MC for every act had to do like a stint of MCing for like a couple of hours while you were there as well. So yes, that was fun. And then they asked us back a year later, and we did a thing called Top Shelf Librarians, where we took famous poems and kind of bastardized them, and we were dressed as librarians. So that was,
all right, that's something else.
That was a long time ago I did that. I mean, we did just awful things. I mean, that's when, you know, I was probably
yeah, you have a history.
Well on my way to
there's a reason why you quit drinking, I guess.
We were handing out flyers. I mean, this is awful. I think everyone would hate it now. I don't know, actually. Sure, it's really hard being a feminist nowadays. Actually, I feel a lot of pressure about being a feminist.
Well, it depends on, I think it's a difference in definitions these days.
All right, so we handed out flyers basically naked.
All right.
You know, it's a hustle there.
Is that how you are a feminist?
Wait, well,
because I haven't met a lot of feminists in my life.
If we're going down the WAP, you know, Cardi B route, then that's feminism, I suppose. I don't know.
Isn't it just equality of?
I don't know what it is anymore.
Of law.
I don't know what it is anymore. I know that. I know. I don't know anything, actually. I think about it a lot, especially around.
Oh, you were radical. You were radical when you
because you know, it's International Women's Day and everyone, you know, gets behind it, and that's great. But actually, the reality is that there's like female genital mutilation. There's sex trafficking, and sorry, this is a comedy podcast.
No, it's not a comedy podcast. It's a podcast nobody gives a fuck about.
So it's kind of like it feels like there's a femme washing.
Femme washing. It's like greenwashing, but for women.
Yeah, so it's great because everyone's talking about it because it's International Women's Day. But
is it today?
No, the 8th of March.
All right. Soon.
And
can't wait to do my women jokes on stage now.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. And
actually, I don't have any. I'll make them up.
And we'll come back to that. And yeah, as I say, so yeah, I don't know what being a feminist looks like anymore.
Why do you care?
I care because it's talked about a lot, and actually a lot of my opinions and the way I think and feel about things do not come from an academic, intellectualized viewpoint. I base everything on my own experiences.
Yes, well, that's the reality, right?
It's my reality.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I mean, I know when I was doing sociology as a teenager at college, I got really into Germaine Greer, who is like a radical feminist.
Okay, how much of a radical were you when you were younger?
A feminist?
Yes, whatever. Activist.
I wasn't really.
I don't know.
I've never really been an activist, actually.
You were a pacifist? You were like on the back, like.
No, I mean
waving your poetry.
Waving my poetry. Poetry changes the world, man.
No, I don't think so. I think laws and wars change the world. For the good or the worse, I don't know, but they change.
I wouldn't really say I was an activist. I suppose I wrote songs and I screamed and shouted and did. If I write
jokes, am I a poet?
Do your jokes rhyme?
I can make them rhyme.
Can you do a joke in the form of a haiku?
No.
Yes, you can.
I'm already happy if I do a joke and that works. You know, I'm already happy with that. I'm gonna work with formats. So
what are these women's jokes?
I don't have any.
Okay.
I used to have some, but I'm like, they're just low-hanging fruit, so I don't do them anymore.
Low-hanging fruit?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's just a chuckle.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Did you make up that phrase?
No.
Oh, is it a... Right, you need to talk me through some comedy phrases that I don't understand.
Low-hanging fruits are... Well, I mean, I don't know about anything about comedy. I just repeat what other people say.
Okay, so repeat it to me.
Low-hanging fruits are jokes like... They're not clever.
Okay.
In my opinion. They're not well taught. They're just... like I think everybody starts with them.
An easy laugh.
An easy laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the other phrases? Punching up and punching down.
Oh, that's
Define
bullshit.
That to me.
That's bullshit. Punching down is people that historically, well, I shouldn't. I'm not the right person to be asked these questions, I think. But punching up and punching down is making fun of people that have had been discriminated in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And punching up is people making fun of people that have not been discriminated, I guess.
Okay.
So you're discriminating against who you make fun of.
Okay.
So if I make fun of women, it's punching down. If I make fun of men, it's punching up. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Something like that.
What if I make fun of women?
Well, then that's okay because you are a lady.
Okay.
Which is sexist because you're basing your speech, allowing speech based on your gender, which is...
It's all very complicated, isn't it?
You just make fun of things. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, the judge is the audience. If the audience laughs, then it's good. If the audience doesn't laugh, then it's not. As a
woman, then you're saying I can make fun of women and I can also make fun of men.
You can do whatever you want.
I think you can make a joke about anything.
Yes. I think if you do it from your own experience, you just have more insights.
Yeah. And I suppose I've got experience on my side.
Yeah.
Because I've lived quite a life.
Yeah.
And, I'm in my midlife crisis era.
Is that why you do stand-up?
Well...
You're like James 2.0.
I kind of realised what my midlife crisis looks like when we were at Comedy Ket the other day and I was hanging out with you guys afterwards and I was thinking, oh my God, I'm 43 and I'm hanging out with a load of guys in their 20s talking about Star Wars. Which actually I enjoyed because I grew up watching Star Wars. But then they asked me about Baby Yoda and I don't know all the new Star Wars stuff.
I don't watch it either, so
yeah.
I don't. I'm guys. I'm not a Star Wars fan. Please, I'm not.
Really?
No, I don't care.
Are you a Trekkie?
No.
Okay.
No, I just like The Godfather. That's it.
The Godfather.
I like movies without graphical bullshit. I mean, not bullshit, but CGI. I don't like CGI that much.
There wasn't any CGI in the original Star Wars, was there?
It was just man in plastic suits trying to act in a way that...
Yeah.
It's cringe.
That was good. They got their paper mache out and made costumes and it wasn't all fake. And then Jar Jar Binks ruined it all. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what I'm talking about, do you? No,
I don't know. I just watched them once just to watch them.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right, I'm never going to do this again. Same about Lord of the Rings. I don't give a fuck. It's too much bullshit. I'm like, okay, they're good films. Don't get me wrong. They're nice movies. But I'm like, oh, all right, I've seen them. That's nice.
Apparently a book came out of that film.
Lord of the Rings? I think it's the opposite, you know?
I know.
Try to trick me. I'm not that stupid, man. I got friends that are way into this shit. Is the book good? Is the book better than the movie?
I've never read it.
Does the book represent the movie?
I'm not sure. I haven't read it, but I did enjoy Lord of the Rings. It's nice escapism, and I like science fiction stuff. I like dystopian things like Blade Runner. Oh my God! I like
Blade Runner. Is nice.
That's very moody.
Yes.
Very stylish.
Yes.
Daryl Hannah's amazing in that. She kills people with her thighs.
Music is nice.
Music, Vangelis. It's nice. So good. And I noticed once everyone in England, I don't know if they like it here, we like watching the snooker. And
I don't know what the snooker is.
Snooker? The game?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. You watch that? That sounds boring. That's more boring than fucking football.
You should try watching it on a black and white TV.
Oh my God, you guys were hopeless back in the old day when there was no internet. You watched guys hit a ball with a stick.
Anyway, they have the final of the Snooker World Championships at a place called the Crucible.
Oh, well, you really watched the shit out of it.
When they kind of zoomed in on the I don't know what you call it, the snooker table.
Yes.
Yeah. They started playing Time to Die, I think it's called, from Blade Runner, Vangelis. Okay. They started playing that over the top of the snooker, and I just thought, this is class, this is.
That's why you watched it. Did they ever play it again? Never?
Not that I've noticed. I mean, I don't have much time to watch snooker nowadays, but you know, it's nice when it's raining outside and you haven't got anything else to do.
UK weather. Yeah.
UK weather's the same as it is here.
Isn't it worse?
It's pretty much the same.
Oh shit.
Thank you for making me feel at home by having a bit of weather chat with me, because, you know, us Brits like to talk about the weather.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like...
Do you also complain about the weather in Brussels?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
It's
because I was like,
pointless.
go back. People do that. I've been go back. It's either good weather or good economy. Choose. Well, UK is going down now. They have a bad word. I don't know.
Are you talking about economy or weather?
Economy.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
I heard it's bad, but I'm biased with my own thoughts, and I have no information about.
There's a cost of living crisis.
But there's always a crisis. Since I'm little, there's always a fucking crisis.
I mean, there are people...
I think crisis sells good. I think that's good. There's always a crisis.
Yeah, but if you experience... I mean, I've been
there
a
used
single
to be
mother
wars.
Growing up like myself with children on my own and working and literally living on the breadline and having to count every single penny.
Yeah, but I think that was always the case.
For a certain group of people, yeah.
It's always it's not like, oh, now it's worse, you know. It's always been the case. It's always been hard living. I mean, there used to be wars. People didn't used to grow to their height because they have poor food. People weren't tall like 100 years ago. So there's always a fucking crisis.
Oh, hang on, you're saying, God, I'm really sorry. I'm a bit like neurodivergent. Are you
using words now?
Are you literally saying people didn't grow tall because they didn't
have the proper nutrition?
Yeah. Oh, right. I thought you were doing a metaphor for something.
No. It's just there's always a crisis. Since I'm younger, I'm like, okay, there's a 2008. Oh, there's a crisis. I'm like, all right. And then, COVID, the world is never going to be the same. I'm like, no, it's better actually. I can work from home.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a situation where it kind of doesn't bother you.
I have a survivor bias.
Yes.
Coming from parents that are immigrants, that my father used to work 7 days a week. I'm like, what is the you know? Hard work is just hard work. Always been there.
I have, it's really funny actually. I have a Turkish boss, but I call him a boss. But he's actually my student. But because he's like the CEO of this company, and I call him like the Turkish James Bond. I don't know. And he knows.
Does he have like a kebab sword instead of a gun?
God, no. I don't know why. I think because of this dynamic, because I go into his office to teach him, and he sits behind his desk, like, you know, he's like in the powerful position.
All right.
And I'm sort of perched there, and it's this dynamic where, he's my boss, but actually everybody else I teach, they're my student.
Okay.
I don't call him my student for some reason. But
why don't you ask him to switch places? That would be nice.
He probably would. He'd probably be cool with that. But I mean, he does all these crazy things. He's got businesses in Africa, in Turkey. He deals with Chinese people. Like, most of the time he has to speak English.
Yes.
But he'll go on a holiday and he'll say, oh, Leia, look, I did some paragliding. I did this and that. And I'm like, you really are Turkish James Bond.
Yeah, we are kind of different people, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, I started talking about him because of his work ethic. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what reminded me of him. And, I think he sleeps for about 3 hours a night.
3 hours?
Yeah.
That's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Does he have wife and kids?
Yes. He has many. Not many wives. He has one wife, many children, many grandchildren.
Great.
Yeah. And I teach them too.
That's great.
Yeah. And, oh my God, the best food. Like when I go there.
Oh, you eat Turkish?
Yeah.
That's amazing, right?
It's fucking amazing, right?
It's a lot as well.
I know you're biased, but you know, I'll tell you this thing that they make that you might have heard of.
I might have heard of.
Yeah.
Which is?
I don't know the name of it, but I'll describe it.
Describe it.
So I turn up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and there's always a massive buffet, essentially, that his wife has prepared, and for anyone who wants to have it.
Oh, great.
And it's this special kind of bread from, I can't remember what village they're from, the mountains. But anyway, not many people make this bread, but it's made with hashish.
Okay.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay. Well, it's not going to work then.
Well, just describe more, because...
I mean, it doesn't give me a high when I eat it, but that's what they use in the mix of it. And it's kind of like, I don't know how they must fry it because it tastes nice, because fried stuff tastes nice.
Okay.
And it's just, kind of addictive. And I'm always really happy when I see that.
I think I know what it is.
Do you?
I think, but I'm not sure. Is it like a bit oily as well?
A little bit oily. Yeah. And she does it in different shapes.
Like crispy as well?
A little bit, yeah. And sometimes it'll be like rolled. Sometimes it'll be like folded. Oh. And it just, I suppose it depends on what mood she's in. Like,
oh, that's amazing.
Wouldn't it be good to tell?
We have the best food. Fuck everybody. I don't give a shit. I've eaten a lot of food. Italians, you're all right. You're okay. But no, Turkish food is the best. I'm telling you, it's the best.
Okay.
I'm biased all the way. I don't give a fuck. European culture, you guys suck, man. Your food culture. First of all, it's way too expensive. Second of all, I can't get it anywhere. In Turkey, they're walking with some guys pushing a car with food in the streets. I'm like, this is how we get fat.
So, what is your favorite Turkish dish then?
There's too many. It's just everything. It's just proper food. I'm getting hungry. I'm so happy I'm going back home. My mom's gonna cook so much food. Every time I go back home, I come back, I gain 1 kilo or something.
Yeah, that's the mother's love. Cupboard love.
Food is just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it goes straight to the pleasure center of the brain.
Yes, it makes sense, the food. It's just, maybe because of the way I grow up, but it just makes sense. This is food.
It makes sense, but also do you have the other thing where you associate it with time with your family?
What is this, psychology?
Nice
There's a psychology. What are you gonna do? Like, do you think there's a correlation between the food you eat and the feeling you have?
I enjoy reels. I've watched a few reels. I think I call myself a psychologist now.
Me too. I got a book of Freud here somewhere that I don't understand, but I've read it, but I don't understand. No.
Well,
I enjoy the food even when my parents are arguing. This is great.
You enjoy the food even when your parents argue?
Yeah, I'm like, this is great.
This really going down with my trauma.
Yeah, there's no trauma, there's loud speaking.
Okay, all right. So they're just vocal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Every time I go home, I have to wait 30 minutes until my father is done making fun of me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I'm like, how's it going? It's going good. That's how it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I'm feeling sorry for you about that.
No, it's great. I love it. I make fun.
You like it?
Yeah.
Can you make fun of him back?
Yes.
Okay. So
yes. And then I came to Brussels and I did the same thing with the people here, and they're like, oh my God. It became a problem. I'm like, oh, this is how I grew up.
The thing is, it's about context. And I realized this recently. And it wasn't in a stand-up comedy context, but I tend to use humor to deal with a lot of things in my life.
Yeah.
And I was chatting with someone that I know outside of the comedy world, and I thought we had quite a good friendship and stuff like that. Anyway, I sort of said to her, I'm applying for jobs, I'm doing this, whatever, and I'm finding it really hard to get an interview or to find something that I like. And she said, I've been looking for a job for 3 months and I haven't had an interview or whatever. And so, of course, the irony wasn't lost on me. And I said, I don't know why the fuck I'm asking you for advice then, because you can't even get an interview either. And I started laughing at my own joke.
Yeah.
And it went down like a lead balloon. And she sent me a tartine, a text message.
Oh, wow. You got an after.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I thought, oh, fuck. And she was like, I think what you said was out of place.
Oh, no.
I'm really struggling. And I was like, oh, fuck. People just don't find things funny that I find
Well, I don't
funny.
have... Yeah, okay.
And actually, I mean, I said sorry. And I said I'd keep my big mouth shut again in future. But...
Yeah.
I mean, it was ironic that we were both giving each other advice on how to get a job, and neither of us can get a job.
The second one, yeah.
So yeah, you got to kind of be careful, I suppose, unless you don't care about upsetting people.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, the way I see it, like if I make fun of somebody and they don't take it well, I'm like, all right, this is the person that I don't want to hang out with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're setting like a barometer.
Exactly. Okay. I don't want to be cautious with my friends.
Yeah, but I mean, you also don't want to make like enemies either, or do you?
Yeah, but I don't consider anybody my enemy. I'm sorry if I don't. If you hate me, I'm like, I'm sorry. You take the energy to hate me, but I don't hate you.
So yeah, I kind of radiate towards people that are vibing the way I vibe.
Yeah, that's better.
But I can upset people, and it doesn't feel good. And then I
it doesn't feel good.
I think, oh no, actually, I'm not that funny. I was actually really nasty then. And I'm laughing about it, but actually it's and I think it's a big thing that I do when I'm nervous, or I really hate dead air. I feel like I have to fill every
you're not comfortable moment. with like silence?
No.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So this is the thing.
Oh, now I know about it. I'll do it on purpose.
Right, yeah. You crack on, mate.
I'll do that on purpose.
I can sing Dolly Parton while you're being quiet.
All right.
But that's the thing. So in a stand-up situation, you've said to me, you like it when the audience feel awkward.
Yes.
I fucking hate it. I want the audience to be relaxed. I don't want them to feel awkward.
Yes, but you don't want the awkwardness, but it's like the in-between. I don't know. I think it's engineered stress towards laughter is the best.
Engineered stress towards laughter.
Yeah, because if you
it's
make...
like an equation, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a scientist.
You nerd.
Yes, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm 100% a nerd. Look at the guitar. Look at how many different switches it has. Took me fucking a year to make that guitar. Just parts, the development in Italy, the one was United States, pick up. It took me years and going to guitar stores trying out to find the body. You can't buy that.
I'm looking forward to serenading me at the end of this podcast.
Oh my god.
You nerd.
The one song, In My Time of Dying by Led Zeppelin. I listen to Led Zeppelin religiously. I like today at the job, and I was like, oh, what did he do that? I go back 10 seconds back and I listen to it again. I'm like, all right, this is not okay. This is not how you're supposed to consume music. So and then you expect me to go to festivals with the other people that just consume music the way they do. Yeah. It's not working. It's not the same.
You described it like you listen to it religiously.
Yeah.
Are you religious?
No.
You're not going to be
depends on
observing Ramadan?
No, really.
Not really.
Oh, yeah, it's next week, right? I don't even know.
There's a debate over the 28th or the 1st of March.
Cultural.
What?
Religious.
You do like the big holidays?
Yeah.
So you're going to celebrate Eid?
Yeah.
But you won't do Ramadan?
Yeah. It's just like the way people celebrate Christmas.
It's exactly what I do. Yeah. I eat Easter eggs and I celebrate
Turkish.
Christmas.
I'm there. I talk about this on stage. We're at the entry level.
Entry level?
Entry level.
Okay.
Junior profile.
Go on.
It's like Turkish Muslims is like weed. It's the gateway to heroin. Yes. Heroin is like you're flying planes in the buildings.
Yeah.
It's at the Muslim level. You're so radical that...
Okay.
That's how...
All right. So that's the level...
Maybe even like CBD even.
CBD.
You know what I mean? Or maybe like passive... So like somebody that smokes joint blows into your face. That's how Muslim I am.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
I remember when the Twin Towers happened.
Me too.
How old were you?
I think I was like 6, 7.
I was pregnant with my first child, and I was working in a shop called the Rockin' Emporium, and it was like a vintage clothing shop. They had vinyl section, they had a hair salon down the back, and a tattoo and piercing studio.
You're an old school hipster, huh?
Yeah, and I lived in the flat above, and people used to just come in and smoke cigarettes, drink coffee, and play vinyl. No one bought anything. It was like a hangout.
course, they're hipsters. They're poor.
They're not anymore.
Now they're rich.
Yeah. And someone came running in saying, "Oh, a plane's crashed into the Twin Towers." Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, what? And we had like...
That's funny. A plane crashed. They didn't even know it was an attack.
I didn't even know what was going on. But because it was a vintage store, we didn't have any TVs or anything. We had... What we managed to plug in was...
Radio?
No, it was a vintage TV. I think it was from the 50s or the 60s. And it was in the shape of like an astronaut's head. And we managed to get it working. Do you know what? Can you imagine it? Yeah. We managed to get it working. It's a tiny little screen and put the news on what was going on. And everyone just like piled into the shop and started watching it. And it was crazy.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Kind of the same feeling I had when there was a coup in Turkey and everybody was watching the news. I was in Turkey then.
Really?
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I was drunk.
Probably the best thing to do.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was drinking wine on the beach. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, God. Yeah. There's a lot to be said about being blissfully ignorant about these things.
Nothing happened.
I loved working at that place. I trained to be a body piercer. And...
how do you train on that?
Oh, I'll tell you what I did.
Okay, your friend, okay, do you want a piercing?
I tell you what, I tell you.
You would look with a good, you look with, double piercing would suit you. Let me try it on you.
I went on a course, but it's not even regulated. So actually anyone can set up as a tattooist or a piercer.
Oh, wow.
Basically, which is scary, isn't it?
There's a lot of things that are not regulated, that are weird.
But I did go on a course and... it was only for 3 days, and on the last day we had 2 models that came in that were called the human pincushions, and we had to perform multiple piercings on them to be assessed.
Oh no, there are people that will get pierced all the time. That's their job?
That's what
it's a full-time job?
I think they had other jobs.
Comedians probably.
Working as a sieve or something, I don't know.
Hey, what do you do for a living? You know, I just get holes drilled in me. You're a prostitute? Like, nah, something different.
Yeah. And we used to, because I started out working in the shop, and he gave me cheap rent on the flat above because the mannequin in the window always fell over during the night, and he said, you can have cheap rent as long as you come down and switch the fire alarm off when the mannequin falls over. I was like, yeah, that's fine.
How does a mannequin fall in an empty store?
So what I did was it was just wobbly, so I rigged it up with some thread and made sure it never fell down again.
All right. So just cheap rent to fix.
Oh yeah, alarm went off again last night.
Oh wow!
And he used to let me use the shop as like an extended wardrobe. So when I was playing with my band, I could go down there and help myself.
That's a nice life.
Oh my God! There's a guy that worked in the record store. Oh my God, the characters that used to come in. The funniest. Yeah. The tattoo artist.
There's crazy people Martin. Are nice.
Yeah.
Some of them are really scary, but most of them, they're nice.
Oh, God, yeah. I know a lot of them. And Martin, the tattooist. It was around about the time when all these tribal tattoos were really popular. These black tribal
I wasn't
tattoos.
Alive. I'm 28. I don't know about life.
Sorry.
You know.
And
I think like life before me, I don't know if color was real, you know? That's what I think about when I think before 96, everything is black and white.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Well, just imagine this in black and white. He used to say yes to everything, which is kind of crazy as a tattoo artist because normally you specialize in like a certain style. And he would say yes if someone wanted a portrait, and he could not do portraiture. And we used to laugh so much. So we had Jake, who was the hairdresser. We had Nigel, who did the vinyl, and all of us.
What kind of place was this? You got tattooing, you get a vinyl?
It was called an emporium. So you
watching 9/11?
Yeah, it was like this really cool shop that just went all the way down the back with these little rooms going off it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was really
And you're
cool.
living above that?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. And anyway,
Wait, am I recording the video? Yeah. I'm paranoid. Sorry.
It's all right. And so whenever he had a portrait that came in, because I sort of dealt with all his appointments and stuff.
Oh, you're also doing that?
I wasn't tattooing, but I was
just
coordinating
people.
Doing, yeah. And I'd say to the other guys in the shop, we got a portrait. We got a portrait. And the poor person who had ever had the portrait done would come out like really happy with it. Obviously couldn't pretend they didn't want to pretend that they liked it, didn't like it.
Oh no, that's horrible. So imagine getting it and not liking it and you're pretending that you like it. It's like when you buy something very expensive and believe yourself that it's good.
Oh yeah, I love it.
But it's permanent. Oh
it's
no.
Permanent. And the portraits are so funny. And this guy, he came in, he wanted, I don't know, is he a football manager or something? Matt Busby, is it? I don't know. Anyway, he showed us it and he looked like, you won't know who this is that I'm talking about. He looked like this TV personality, English TV personality called Jeremy Beadle.
I have no idea.
And he used to do this show, like a bloopers show, like Epic Fails. And he was kind of like a D-list celebrity. And this portrait looked like Jeremy Beadle with a wonky eye. And we were laughing so much. And another guy came in. He was a real big Swindon Town football fan. And he left, and there was a spelling mistake.
Oh no!
It said Swindon Twan.
Just don't get tattoos, man. Don't do it. Do you have tattoos?
Yeah, I've got loads.
Too many.
Yeah.
Proud of them all?
No.
Of course, don't get tattoos. I'm just saying, like, if you want to get a tattoo and you really think about it, just don't do it.
Oh, I mean, let people make their own mistakes, man.
Yeah, right. Just get as many tattoos as you want.
We used to have like Fainter of the Week. So people
Fainter of the Week.
It's awful, right? People would come in.
Oh no. Did anybody hit their head when they fall? No, wake up, look, where am I?
I mean, we didn't really have to ring ambulances, no, but
Fainter of the Week, that's nice.
So what would happen?
Every week?
There would be, quite a few people each week that would pass out. Normally when they were having a tattoo, not with piercings. Normally with a tattoo, and normally young guys that have got themselves wound up about it and got themselves really nervous. And they would just like pass out, and the guy that ran the shop would go, hang on a minute, and he'd get his Polaroid camera, take a picture of them, and
nice.
put them on the wall.
Oh,
like
that's amazing.
Fainter of the Week.
You should do that.
That's terrible.
No, that's funny. That's funny.
I can't believe it. Yeah.
No, you can't do that now. But
no.
Back in the old days, that was nice.
I mean, it was like early 90s.
Great time to be alive. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, I wish I was alive back then.
Yeah.
I really think so. I don't care about all of the social media bullshit.
It was amazing.
Back in the old days, you can just do no cameras.
So good.
Now there's more cameras than human eyes.
How gross is that?
It's fucking like 1, 2, my phone, your phone.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Back in the old days, you can just like, nobody's going to post this. Like, look what they do at this tattoo place, and it's going to be news because one guy thing is annoying.
Yeah.
And you're going to shut down that store.
Whatever.
They're going to come there like, what is this place actually? This fire safe? I'm like, fuck you. Shut the... that's why. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I absolutely. If I'm so glad I'm not a teenager growing up in this modern age.
Imagine growing up with Instagram.
Well, I've got a 17-year-old daughter, but she doesn't use it.
That's good.
Yeah, it's quite good.
That's
really
good.
Yeah, but she's not bothered about it. She's too busy with her head in a book. So.
Oh, she's a nerd, dork, reader.
She's got a very high IQ. Yeah.
That's good.
My children are autistic.
I think that's good as well. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the doctor sort of sat me down and said, we think you are too, Pearl. Like, no shit. Which is why I keep asking you for clarification.
You think you are
Like,
autistic? I don't think you are. I'm not diagnosed. I'm not a doctor, but I don't think you're autistic.
Yeah, you're not a doctor. Yeah.
Right. But I still don't think. I've met autistic people.
You've only met that autistic person.
Yes.
Yeah.
One kind of people. Yeah. I studied artificial intelligence. I studied computer science. I've been with a lot of...
I've got a little game. Talking of AI, do you want to play it?
I hate games, but just... What is it?
Well, I know that you like AI.
not really, but
I know that you know AI.
Yes.
And I know that you like talking about people on this podcast.
No, I don't. But it gets me into trouble. But, but the people that my friends, the people that are, don't name names, please.
I'm not going to name any names. You are.
Okay.
Because what I've done is I went on to ChatGPT today. Do you use DeepSeek or ChatGPT?
I use the GPT model.
What's that mean?
Just ChatGPT, yeah. I haven't tested DeepSeek out yet.
So what I did was I typed in some of the names of the guests that you've had on this podcast.
Oh, okay. Those are my friends.
Okay.
Yeah, those people are fine.
And I basically said to ChatGPT, describe this person's comedic style and what they're like as a comedian.
But we're not famous.
Well, ChatGPT knows quite a lot about these people, so I'm going to read.
No, Rick, I can understand, but the rest.
I'm going to read out.
Okay, and I have to guess.
ChatGPT said, and you've got to tell me who you think it is.
All right, I think that's going to be. All right, let's see.
Okay.
This is nice. this is funny. Well, sometimes there comes a guest that's more prepared than me.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have to be because just doing anything spontaneous fucks me over.
All right.
Right. Okay. So. This person, well, obviously it's going to be a guy, isn't it?
All of them are guys.
So he's known for his goofy antics and cosmic observations.
Cosmic observations.
Offering the audience a unique perspective on life. His performance characteristics are restless energy.
Restless energy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and
he prowls the stage, generating a comedic electricity.
What?
He delves into topics like relationships, conspiracy theories, cultural nuances, and everyday experiences.
Conspiracy theories.
Come on, that should give it away.
That's Georgia.
Yeah.
That's Georgia.
This is really boring for people who don't know who they are, but they could listen back to his episode and then
nobody
they would find out who he is.
You're my biggest fan. You're my biggest fan. That's not true. I
wouldn't use the word fan. I would say, I went on a dog walk.
Yeah.
Listened to one of your
episodes,
jaw-dropping episodes, and I thought, fucking hell. What is
chaos,
going on? Right? Yeah.
Did you listen to the ones with Shui and Georgia?
I have done. I've dipped in and out of it. I was feeding my midlife crisis. I needed a little bit of a fix of, 20-something-year-old boys. So, yeah, I do dip in and out of it. It's a guilty pleasure. Okay, right, next one. You ready?
Yes.
All right.
This is fun.
He's known for his mastery of quick one-liners with a dark twist.
It's either Shui or Rick.
Delivers sharp, concise jokes, often exploring dark themes that leave a lasting impression.
Rick.
No, Shui.
Shui?
Yeah. That's what ChatGPT said about Shui.
Wow, what the hell?
I haven't done Rick because that's too obvious.
How does it know?
You tell me, you got the bloody degree.
How does it? Strange.
Ready for the next one?
Am I in there?
I'm going to do you last.
Oh
no, I've told you now. But anyway.
Yeah, well, now you don't. Right, now you can't do my last. Now you can't do my last.
I won't do you last. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this man has sharp wit and insightful humour.
That's all. They
always say insightful.
Insightful.
Everyone say insightful. Drawing from his background as a former lobbyist, often satirizes
Rick?
European politics and intricacies of the EU bubble. Performances blend personal anecdotes and experiences on broader societal issues. Oh my God, I'm burping.
Rick was a lobbyist. That's what I know. Was he a lobbyist? No, I don't. James wasn't. Timmy, no. Timmy left. Timmy, I don't even know.
It wasn't Goofy Well Done either.
Goofy, no. Because he's not.
He wasn't a lobbyist.
No. He's not. He's from Canada.
I love him. I got on a train with him to, where did we go? I think, where's Amai? Ghent.
Yeah.
We went to Amai together. I had such
he's
a
out
crack
there.
With him.
He's great. Yeah, he's funny.
All right, so who is this dude?
No, the Rick?
No.
Who lobbyists? Who did I have? Oh, was it Danny?
Yes.
Oh, it's Danny.
Danny Mora. Okay. Right.
It's Danny Lobby. I didn't know that.
This person's style is described as disturbingly funny, blending personal anecdotes with sharp observations.
Sounds all the same to me. So no one-liners, so that's not Rick.
If I give you the other two clues, you're going to know it straight away.
Okay.
He's 40 years old.
James.
Humor that reflects...
I was thinking about James. Yeah,
humor that reflects on his personal life as a father of 4 and his marriage. It's very specific. ChatGPT knows quite
How does he...
Oh, that's my shopping list.
I want to know what it says about me. It's bad. Just say it last, I'll figure it out.
All right, shall I tell you what it says about me?
And yeah.
Pearl. She's amazing. No. She's amazing and very humble.
Yes. Those are my big qualities.
All right. Known for her work as a songwriter, bassist, slam poet, and comedian. A unique and creative style using slapstick and theatrical elements. Material blends raw honesty about sobriety, existential dread, and body hair.
What? Body hair?
Yeah, I wrote a song about body hair.
Nice.
Yeah. About my issues, general issues with body hair.
Yes, I'm Turkish, so I know everything about it. Yeah. I have a joke about it. I use a blow dryer more on my body than my hair.
I use it on my body too.
Everybody's looking at me.
It feels nice in your butt crack, right?
Oh my god, amazing! Ever burned your asshole hair with the blow dryer?
I never got that involved. But
I did that.
I've never burnt my.
Actually, I should talk about it on stage. That's funny.
Well, yeah.
I'll do it.
It's a nice one. All right, I too.
Yes.
Is this what ChatGPT is?
Oh no, it's gonna be horrible, right? Oh. I'm not gonna agree with it.
You're sweating.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make comments of every sentence.
This is not a lie. Okay.
All right. Okay.
I too can be contacted at i2.altin@outlook.com.
Yes.
Specific details about this comedic style are not really readily available.
Nice. That's good.
It's highly likely that he performs in English.
Yes.
That's all it says.
Nice. I don't put anything out for myself. That's good.
You think it's good?
Yes.
The ChatGPT didn't recognize
you?
Oh, really? But
yes.
You have a lot of stuff out there. Well, I suppose with your...
Yes, but I tell everybody not to describe me. Like if somebody asks me like a bio, I'm like, just say whatever. And it just literally says whatever.
But I have got to admit, I then did ask ChatGPT another question.
Yes.
I said, is he an asshole?
Yes. And
ChatGPT got really gossipy with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Is it a he, ChatGPT?
Yeah, what did he say?
Is ChatGPT a he?
Doesn't matter. It's a language model. There's no...
Okay.
He or she. It's an it.
Okay. It said we don't have any evidence readily available.
Yes.
Like about that. Why? What has he done? Do you have any particular story?
Asking.
Yeah, it asked me.
All right.
Then I stopped engaging.
Well, I am an asshole because people tell. If people tell you are. People tell me that I'm an asshole. I'm like, it's not up to me, so.
I was just really surprised that it was like, oh, tell me what you know, babes. Basically.
Maybe it knows you. ChatGPT knows you. I just creates whatever you want. Create just whatever keeps you engaged.
Is that what it does?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's creepy, isn't it?
No.
It is creepy.
It's nice. I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Back in the old days, like 4 or 5 years ago, I was studying it in school. And I used it for my thesis, but it was dog shit. It was just to understand sentiment about text. But now it's crazy. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good tool, isn't it? I used it recently to write a CV.
Yeah, that's good.
It was a very particular CV because, well, I used to do life modelling, like for an art school.
Also the piercings?
I don't really have body piercings. But yeah, I did life modelling for about 7 years. And then I had this brainwave recently, like, oh, I could go back to doing life modelling. Like there's loads of art schools here. And it's just what an exercise in being mindful, just standing naked.
For hours.
Being a human.
For long hours?
Well, yeah, what normally happens is you'll have a few shorter poses, maybe
Can
some
you
dynamic
listen to music?
Poses. If they've got music on in the room.
Yeah, but that's going to be dog shit.
Don't know. Whenever I've done it, they're very accommodating to the model, and they want the model to be happy in the environment. So.
All right, we're listening to one song of Led Zeppelin on repeat. If I'm there, if I'm there, they're gonna regret it.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna draw fast.
When I went for the interview, when I did it years ago, I was sort of, how do you prepare yourself for a job interview to be a life model? What do you imagine happens?
Just go naked. I'm like, here, this is my body.
Well,
this is what you get.
They
take it or leave it.
They can't do that, can they?
Why not?
Well, they can't say, take your clothes off.
No, you just offer it.
No.
And then just don't stop you. No. And you just do it in front of them.
I mean, I went to art school anyway, so they kind of knew who I was and like all of that anyway. It wasn't like that. But then I thought, I need to write a CV because I'm going to go around and I'm going to speak to these people. And I used ChatGPT to help me write the CV. It's like really good at holding in farts, like stuff like that.
Oh, wow, that's funny. Yeah.
It didn't really say that. I just typed in, I've got a background in art and theatre, and I'm good at holding poses and all of that. And it just came up with the most epic CV.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. It would have taken me all day to write it. And
crazy,
I felt
right?
dirty because I did that.
Why? Do you feel dirty when you use a calculator, when
because
you can use your mind?
Because I'm a writer. And I think for something like that, I can justify it, but it goes against the grain.
No.
For me, it does.
For me, it doesn't.
Talking about my own experience.
But I don't think it's. I don't think it's. Because it's not the same thing. You're not being creative, are you?
I wanted to get the job done to get a job. Yeah. It's
not the same thing. It's like oh, I'm not being creative because I use a calculator. You should be to do the numbers in my head.
Yeah.
Same thing when people thought when the books came out, first books, people thought, oh, people can be so stupid because nobody can use their memory.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, but I do see how it's infiltrating like education.
Yes.
It's scary.
That's scary.
Yeah.
It could be scary.
Yeah.
Or not. I don't know.
Well,
there's always something scary. Like the TV first came out. People were like, oh my God, people are going to be so stupid. And then the internet came out, video games. There's always something. Oh no, and the iPads.
People really are going to be.
There's always something. It's like the same. Yeah. There's always a crisis.
But yeah.
See what I'm saying? There's always something that scares people. I think fear sells good. So that's why I want to invest into media companies.
Really?
Into news companies. Yeah. Have you seen the news lately? It's amazing.
I try not to.
It's amazing. Everybody watches it. Everything's.
Yeah, because it's like watching a soap opera.
Yeah, because
worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
watching a.
It's addictive because it's happening right now.
Yeah, it's a constant reel of it.
So I'm like, I want to invest in this. Because nothing is going to happen. The only thing that's different now is just everybody can inform on information. So we have insane amounts of information that can be public. Mm-hmm. Back in the old days, you saw the president speak 5 times a year, maybe.
Oh, he's on it every day.
That's fucking amazing. He's just talking shit.
He's literally on it every day.
And the news medias are like, oh my God, this is crazy. Because they make money out of it. I work in media, so I see all of the headlines. And every morning, I see him like, okay, this. And I see him, exactly, okay, this is going to scare, this is going to sell. Because what they're trying to do is sell. So it's just, all right, I'm not falling into it.
It's the product.
Yeah, you are the product.
Yeah.
When something is free, you are the product.
Yeah, I've seen that documentary too. Yeah. Yes, and I am. And I get, actually once a month, I get really on my high horse about this transactional capitalist lifestyle that we live. And it always happens exactly 3 days before I get my period.
Okay.
I know my period's going to happen as soon as I start getting upset about these types of things.
Okay. That's a good indication.
It is.
It's nice.
And I kind of had the realization this month. I'm like, oh, this has happened on the same time each month.
You don't like capitalism?
It's only 3 days before my period.
All right. Depending on how you define capitalism.
It's strange, actually. Just before my period, I get really annoyed about capitalism, and I have to watch Cobra Kai.
Nice.
I love Cobra Kai.
Yeah. I don't have. Yeah, I wish I had like periods and shit. Yeah. I'm on period, guys. I'm gonna listen to Led Zeppelin in my room. When I do it, it's just an obsession. I'm like, fuck you guys.
Did you just say you wish you had periods?
Of course not, because I want to bleed out of my pee-pee hole. That would be horrible.
This is like, oh my god, this is taking an unexpected twist.
I say, men have daily periods. It's called the morning boner. It's a fucking annoying thing.
Okay.
Because I can't pee. I have to wait. Okay. It's fucking annoying.
You can't compare it.
No, but it's every day.
Yeah.
For yours is once a month. Mine is worse. Yeah. Every single. Of course, I can't compare it.
For how long does this affect you?
Not long.
Okay. So it's not like all day, every day. Imagine if it was all day, every day for a week.
Yeah.
Then you might be getting close to it.
Bitching about it to everybody.
Do you reckon?
I would go to like the emergency room all the time.
Yeah.
This is not normal. I'm dying. I'm dying, guys.
I mean, it is quite like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's quite intense sometimes.
One time I was 25. One time I thought I was having a heart attack. I went to the emergency room.
That escalated.
Nothing happened.
What was it? A panic attack?
No, it was nothing. I just trained a bit weird. And my muscles were a bit hurting. Just more on the left side.
Training weirdly.
Yes, my muscles on my left chest were hurting more, and I was like, I called my friend. I was like, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I don't want to die.
But once you get that little seed in your head, then that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I just start Googling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't go on Dr.
And I'm
Google.
like, fucking Belgium, healthcare is free. Just go. I don't want to die. Fuck you. So I just go to the emergency room.
Yeah.
I had a date that night. That was funny.
That's a good way to get out of a date.
No, but she left already. I was like, I'm just trying to sleep. And I'm like, I think I'm having a heart attack.
I think I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
you're lovesick.
Felt like a moron. I was like, oh my god, they checked my lungs and my heart. I'm like, I'm asking questions like, so is it good? I'm like, so what about like my quality? What about like the condition of my heart and my lungs? And like, they're good. I'm like, all right.
So
thanks.
they gave you a full old MOT.
Oh, amazing. For €6. I was like, this is nice.
I had a weird heart thing last year, and I had to wear like an ECG thing?
Yes.
For like 4 days.
Yes.
And it records it and all of that. And after that, I had to go and have a scan with my valves of my heart. It was the most bizarre day at the hospital ever. Basically, I forgot to wear a bra. And yeah, I had
so
these
you're modeling
sticky
again.
Yeah, I had these sticky things on. And she said, before you go in for your scan, you need to go on the exercise bike. And we need to monitor what your heart's doing. But she told me to take my top off.
Oh, no.
Thinking that I had a bra on underneath, but obviously I didn't. And so I'm just topless on the exercise bike. And people were just coming in and out and having a little chat. It was surreal.
They've seen it probably. They've seen everything.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they've seen everything.
I mean, I just left my dignity at the door and I just thought, I'm doing it now.
Just enjoy it.
I just pretend I'm in a pop video or something.
Yeah.
And then I went and had the heart scan, which was really interesting. It was fine. But to see the valves of your heart working, it's...
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's
it was.
Great. I like to see that too.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, never got to the bottom of what it was, really.
There's probably nothing. That's what medicine is.
That's kind of what
That's what medicine is. Like,
stop whinging, go home.
Stop feeling stupid. Well, one time I felt stupid and then I always died. So they had to remove so now I'm like, fuck.
Joke's on you.
Yes, my fucking appendix.
Oh, was it your appendix?
Yeah, I didn't know. It was like a bit weird. But normally appendix hurts like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah, apparently so.
Apparently, but it didn't. So I went to
grumbling.
I just went because I was at home. I mean, my mom was like, just go to the doctor, And the doctor was like, it's probably nothing, but just
you need to fart.
Check to the check the emergency room, and that was it. I just thought I was gonna die. It was already late apparently.
Oh my God! So they had to whip it out, did they?
Yeah.
How old were you when that happened?
It was last year.
It was last year. Oh.
I think it was the last year, and no, wait, it was 2023.
They saw you
2 days before 9/11,
and they were like,
it was like.
You've been doing abs day today, was it?
No, I wasn't.
Not chest day.
No, I wasn't even. Yeah. Well, now what? Even the doctor was like, you probably have nothing, but let's put you in a scan. Oh. And then they put you in a scan, and then the guy's looking, and I guess another guy. I'm like, oh fuck, what's going on?
Don't they stick their finger up your bum for that?
No.
What is that for then? I thought it was appendicitis.
That's I think a perv doctor.
I know they do it for your prostate. I thought they did it for your appendix as well.
No, I don't know. They just scan you, like they put you like a fucking pregnant woman, and and they're trying to find it because it's not easy to find it. Like shoving.
We don't need them, do we? Appendix.
No.
An appendix.
No.
They're obsolete.
And I'm happy it's out, but now every time something hurts, I'm like, am I gonna die?
Yeah.
Because normally it's supposed to hurt like a. Bad, like this is not good.
Yeah, like you're doubled over, and
it's not good that I don't feel that. That's not a good thing. You should feel pain. Pain is good.
In general, is your pain threshold quite high?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because on my mom's side, it's very high.
Put your hand there. I'm gonna whack it with a hammer.
No.
I wouldn't do that. Your mother what?
Yeah, she has a high pain threshold. Because she has a broken arm and she didn't know for 2 days or something.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, maybe touch from that side.
I broke my arm. You can't see it from here, but it bends downwards.
Ugh, don't do that. I don't want to see it.
I was, we're going back to Star Wars now. I was about 3 years old and I'd watched Return of the Jedi and I was obsessed with being one of Jabba the Hutt's slots.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I was obsessed with the guy cutting his arm off. So I was I'm going to cut my arm off with a kitchen knife.
I wanted to be one of Jabba the Hutt's slutty dancers. And so I got on the big dining table and I put a pair of tights on my head because Jabba the Hutt's dancers have these weird long tentacles on their heads. And I was dancing on the table pretending Jabba the Hutt was there. And I fell off the table and broke my arm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit happens when you're young, you know.
And it's kind of like been set in the wrong place. And there you go. I don't hold it against Jabba, you know. I was naive.
All right. Yeah. Young. When you're young, you're stupid. Huh? How many times did you almost died when you were young? Too many times?
I had a near-death experience. I went to Spain for like 6 weeks when I was 15 or 16 years old with my friend. And we stayed in a campsite and there was a pool there and someone dived in, jumped on my head, like knocked me unconscious under the water.
Oh no.
And I remember breathing in all of the water.
Oh no.
And looking up and there was, this is going to sound so woo-woo, a white tunnel. There was a white tunnel and I just remember feeling extremely peaceful, like blissed out. And the next thing I know, I was being revived by the side of the pool.
How old were you?
About 15.
So is that the DMT kicking in?
Maybe. I think that sort of thing happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, people asphyxiate themselves on purpose.
Something like that happens.
For that kind of experience.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why did your life shift from that moment?
I think I was just like, well, that was a bit fucking weird.
Like 15 and then you're like a different... Is that happen only in the movies?
Yeah, maybe like a coming of age experience. Yeah. That whole holiday was, to be honest. I mean,
that's
15,
crazy.
16 years old, going to Spain on your own with a friend for like the whole summer. It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back in the old 15 is now like 23, right?
Yeah, maybe.
100%.
Yeah. There's lots of
people are so young now. It's insane. I meet like people like 25. They're like, you still don't have your driver license? I'm like, how? What happened?
Times have changed.
It's not good.
It's expensive. You're all right, you see. Stop judging people by your standard. You have a good income. You have the money to buy a car and run a car.
Yeah, okay.
Like, it's not like that now. It's very expensive. You know, we're all poor.
No, I don't believe it. I really don't believe it.
It doesn't matter if you believe it
I don't believe it. I think we can do way more now than before.
With certain things, yeah.
Yeah, we can fly everywhere.
Yeah.
We can travel like mad.
Mm-hmm.
We can taste everything. We can see a lot of stuff. We can watch movies like mad.
But we can't just sit and be ourselves, can we?
No.
We've lost the ability to do that.
No, we can still do it. You can still do it. It's
incredibly hard.
Well, just
it's just too much stuff all the time.
Yes.
Dopamine.
Yeah, you just have to get an information diet.
Yeah, I mean, I asked you recently, like, how do you not use Instagram, for example?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Just delete it from your phone.
Yeah, you sound like these people when I said, how do you not drink? It's pretty easy. Just don't drink.
No, drinking is an addiction, but just remove it from your phone.
I think phone use is an addiction as well.
Yes. You gotta understand for what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it for what it is, but still, it's just like fucking hell. And I get, if I'm on it for more than like 5 minutes, I start feeling a bit dirty. Yeah. But then I punctuate my day with these 5-minute drips of it, you know, like having a cigarette. It's like, you know, I have this drip feed of it all through the day.
Yeah.
And it would probably be better just to look at it for 1 hour at one point during the day rather than this constant drip feed. Or just not at all. But
I don't maybe there is
shows you have to be on social media to sign up for things. Actually,
yeah, maybe there's,
and to know about events and stuff like that. And so it is a good tool. You use it as a tool.
Yeah. It's a tool, not as a
fix.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I don't know. I do have a survivor bias. But then again, like, my parents don't speak the language, and I grew up in Flanders. So how rich can I be?
How what?
How rich can I be? I got a good education because my parents forced me to study, and I was like, yeah. I saw them struggle in the fucking factory. Maybe that's my privilege because I saw them deteriorate their body. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna.
How did they force you to study?
Well, they didn't force me. They're like, you're smart, you study. I'm like, yes. They showed me, like, if you don't study, you become this. I'm like, yes, that's bad.
You didn't have that drive in you to do it yourself. You needed someone to
I was bad at school.
You up the ass a bit.
Yeah, I was bad at school because I can't concentrate. I still can't. It's bad.
Why? What, are things going too slowly for you? What is it?
Maybe, I don't know. It's just, I hate it.
Yeah. I mean, I have the same sort of problem. I think that everything goes 6 times too slow for me all the time. And so I exhaust myself, and then by the end of the day, that's it. I mean, I can't believe I'm here at this time of night, to be honest.
Yeah, but you got more responsibilities than I have.
I'm wearing my, like, going out, staying in clothes. It's like a pajama party. I'm
perfect.
Wearing my sweatpants.
Yeah, after a while, you don't care about how you look. I'm like, who gives a shit? You just stop caring about things that don't matter.
On brand. Who gives a fuck?
Yes. People give so many fucks about, like, I don't care about a lot of things anymore, and it's great.
I care about everything a lot.
Yeah, well, okay, all right. I don't know. Look, I only see life through my eyes, so I'm like, all right, this is bullshit. Why do I do this?
Yeah, I think I exhaust myself because I care about everything a lot.
Yeah,
and I feel responsible for everything and everyone.
Yes, but that's a good thing.
It can
just make sure you just get good sleep. That's a good one.
Yes.
I sleep well.
Sleeping.
8 hours, always.
8 hours?
Always.
But hang on, you do all of this stuff and you have 8 hours
always
to sleep.
8 hours. Because if I don't get 8 hours, I will get sluggish. And I will not perform. If I don't go to the gym, I won't perform.
That word sluggish doesn't get used often enough, in my opinion.
Well, it's true. I don't eat late. I read this book, Why We Sleep. It identifies how sleep works and how it regulates your hormones. I'm like, all right, this is it.
It regulates your hormones.
Yeah, it regulates everything.
It might stop me worrying about capitalism and watching Cobra Kai.
I don't know. Look, I don't know about that, but I just know, like, if you get 8 hours of sleep, it's better than 7 hours.
Yeah, that extra hour.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then you make sure your quality of sleep is good. Don't drink caffeine late, so your deep sleep is good.
I don't drink any caffeine.
Don't drink.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
Don't eat too late. No screens at late.
Yeah.
Just pick up an acoustic guitar and try to learn how to do that before you go to bed. That's perfect.
Sing yourself a lullaby.
Yes. Write something. We don't watch TV. You want to watch Netflix. Watch what other people live life that you want to live. Watch that. Great. I'm not saying don't watch movies to get inspired, but don't sit behind TV and try to find something to escape from your... Because you need time in your fucking head, like wind down and gaze into the abyss to, to make your mind, I do a lot of nothing. I just lay down until I fall asleep.
I have a lovely time lying on my floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. I bought a thing called a Shakti mat.
What is that?
It's got all these kind of really sharp... It's plastic, I think. Like circles all over it, but they've got spikes sticking out.
And then you sleep?
You're only allowed to stay on it for 15 minutes. But it's like being on like needles, basically.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh my God.
It's more really comfortable.
It's so good.
Detoxes like the stress.
It's so good.
Yeah,
15 minutes.
That's nice.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, I'm going to go home soon.
All right.
If that's all right.
You want to end this?
Are we going to end it with a song?
Why?
Why not?
I don't know how to.
Do you want to sing a duet?
I can't sing.
They say our love don't
Can I play
rent.
something on the guitar while you sing?
Our money's all been spent.
The tuning is perfect. Can I? Wait, I can make it. No, I can play nice and not too hard.
Can you play Yesterday by the Beatles?
I don't like the Beatles. I tried listening to it today.
I asked.
That's true. I just had to say it because my roommate is comparing the Beatles to Led Zeppelin. I'm like, it's not the same. I know they invented whatever. I listened to the Beatles a lot today. I'm like, let me listen to it.
You listened to the Beatles today?
Yeah, because I was listening to Led Zeppelin. I was like, let me listen to the Beatles in a way that's going to confirm my bias that I hate them. So I listen to them while I'm hating them, just to find things about hating them.
That's like perverse thing to do.
Of course, but I just admit it. That's the difference between me and other people. I just admit it already. But let me find things that I hate about it.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, okay, first of all, the songs only they're not long enough. They're only 4 minutes. Bad. Second of all, they're happy.
Your criteria is ridiculously funny.
Of course.
Go on, keep going.
I just need to find things to... I already have the conclusion. They suck. I just need to find arguments.
Right. Okay.
See what I'm saying?
So it's like building a joke.
Exactly.
Right. So
I already have the punchline. I just need to find up the setup.
What songs were you listening to today by
just
the Beatles?
Everything. Like, I liked Hey Jude because it was long. But then it was like...
I don't like it because it's
But it's long. Just like too... Like, it's like, hey, like, I'm not happy like this. That's not who I am.
What about Come Together?
It's okay.
Cool. Yeah.
I liked... there's one song that's also long. Is...
Go on. You've got it in you. Come on.
I forgot the name. I forgot how it goes.
A long song by the Beatles. Is it
there's like 2 long songs. No, there's like 2 long songs.
Okay.
Like 8 minutes.
All right. Okay. I mean, they've got lots of different eras, haven't they? Different styles that they like, did.
And then you hear them speak on television. I'm like, they sound so pretentious. I can't. You know what I mean?
Not really. No.
They sound so like. I don't know. I don't like John Lennon. Well, I can understand why somebody shot him.
Oh God.
I can understand it. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
He had a lot of demons. I don't think he was particularly nice to be around for his first wife. And I heard that he said to his first son, "When you laugh, it makes me feel sick." Basically.
Yeah, always. Why is it always like the people that look the nicest are the horrible?
Oh my God. That's heartbreaking. But I mean, who knows what goes on behind
Maybe it's honest.
doors.
At least it's honest.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, it's honest, but
at least you can say that.
Okay, but that doesn't mean like it's good.
All right. I know the perfect thing to do. I'm just gonna put my microphone towards the amplifier, and I think the guitar cord is long enough.
Oh my god. You're actually going to do this?
Yes. Why not?
Why not, indeed?
This is... You have to fill in the gap with talking.
Well, I'm trying to guess what song it might be. Is it one? Jesus. Yeah, I can hear that. Is it one that I know the words to? You can't see what I can see, but there's this nerd in the corner playing with his nerd guitar toys. Come on. Oh, jeepers creepers. Is it a Led Zeppelin song?
This is the moment in the podcast when you can stop listening.
This is the new theme tune. Who gives a fuck? That took me back to a house party from the late 90s. Oh God. I think we should quit while we're ahead. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll carry on doing this when the camera stops.